Today I'm leaving the vast flat plain in my neighborhood and heading to the nearby hills after crossing the Danube River, without any hill break, but with a plan to skate a round trip I've plotted. It's mostly unfamiliar terrain, and after the first few corners I have to turn around at a dead-end road. A very picturesque one though, so it's not too much of a nuisance to skate it twice. There's a little chapel with benches to enjoy the idyllic panorama, which I'm planning to skate today. The next challenge that was impossible to see on the satellite map was the sand path, but some off-road skating on dry and even ground isn't much of a problem on big wheels. Now I'm already behind the first few chains of hills in a long valley without any slopes, but quite different surroundings compared to what I'm used to. The paved paths are quite similar though. The big uphill section I was afraid of turns out to be quite manageable, and the cute sheep along the way are a welcome distraction. But what goes up must come down eventually, and here comes the exhausting part. On the narrow roads and with my long frames, I'm hardly able to slow down with the help of slalom turns, so I end up with a clumsy yet effective stepping plow. This path is even narrower, and you can never be sure what's behind the next curve. Speed management is essential to remain accident-free. I wish the camera could show how steep this actually is. Under controlled conditions, with downhill equipment and a safety car, the street might be fun to bomb down. However, it ends in a village where you'd have to come to a stop quite abruptly. After the next village, the sidewalk is so narrow that I do get to bump the street eventually. Until a new cycle path begins.
Another steep one.
Downhill again. Fortunately, there are no obstacles behind that curve. Just
another uphill.
The view is totally worth the effort. Back in flat terrain, I only have to deal with familiar challenges like cobblestones. Well, that was an interesting yet exhausting experience. Despite the lovely scenery in the hills and the extra calories burnt, I'll probably remain a lowland skater, at least for most of my time. There's just nothing like the continuous flow you get from consistent strides on even ground. Thanks for joining me on this round trip, and let me know in the comments how you handle hills on inline skates. Until next time, happy skating everyone!